What's going on, guys? Here are my picks of the day for November 27th. Real quick, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel. It won't cost you anything, but it does help me out. Now, let's get into it. For my first pick, I'm going to go with Zion Williamson over 4.5 assists. And to me, this pick seems pretty promising, considering the recent trends and matchups he's had. In the last 5 games, Williamson has consistently hit this mark. Tonight, he plays against the Jazz, who have a tough time defending against assists. On top of that, the Jazz are vulnerable in defending the paint, and this could work in his favor. I can see him attacking the rim and drawing defenders in, and this gives him an opportunity to kick it out for a pass. In the last 5 games alone, he's been averaging way over 5 assists a game. I think it's been in the double digits. So even if he has a somewhat average game tonight, he should easily be able to cover over 4.5. For pick number 2, I'm going to go with Justin Fields over 52.5 rushing yards. Ever since he came back from injury, he's been effective in scrambling and rushing to get yards. And this shows his agility and mobility. In his last game against Detroit, he ran it 18 times for 104 yards. Fields has a tendency to rely on his legs as a key component of his offense, and I can see him doing the same thing tonight. Every game this season, minus the first 2, he's managed to run for at least 46 yards. His season average is 49 yards a game, and tonight, I can see him hitting the 52.5 mark. For pick number 3, I'm going to bet on the same game again, the Bears versus the Vikings. This time, I'm going to go with Josh Dobbs, anytime touchdown scorer. Based on recent games and his contribution to the Vikings offense, Josh Dobbs, as quarterback, has shown that he's able to both pass the ball and rush. In his last matchup against the Broncos, he threw it for 221 yards, and he ran it for a good amount as well. He's also averaging almost 44 rushing yards per game, and he's rushed for 3 touchdowns in his 3 games with the Vikings. He's a player that can maneuver just enough to get to the end zone. The odds for this bet are plus 145, so I think it's super low risk with a high possible return if it hits. If you're tailing, be sure to let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.